Well, it's February and we're back in the library with librarian Brenda Norris.
Hi.
Hi, Brenda. Can you tell us what are on the shelves for this month?
Well, on the shelves for this month, we have a new sign for our exhibit, and it's called Notables of the Month. And for the month of February, it's going to be all CDs, musical CDs. So whatever you want, we have hundreds of them.
Very nice.
And then we have a wonderful little book about Fort Myers, the hidden history. And it starts back in about 1815, the Seminole Wars. And Fort Myers, the original fort, got its name because a general wanted to give his daughter a Valentine gift. So he named the fort after her fiance.
I did not know
Myers, so Fort Myers. And then it goes up through and about how Ford came here and Edison came here. And one of the things during World War II, Page Field was, they were training a lot of people here, a lot of men, a lot of flies. And I'd like to read you one thing I think is just fascinating. It says, in the summer of '43, mosquitoes hatched in such overwhelming numbers that the planes, the propellers had to chew their way through the mosquitoes. And so they were so thick. And standing behind him, it looked like a path going through.
Wow.
And it tells then also comes up to the end of World War II and how buildings started to boom. And all the kitchens were either avocado or pink appliances.
Really?
So it's a great little history of
very
Fort
nice.
Myers.
And close to home.
Close to home. And we have Stuart Woods. He's another like James Pattison that writes a book a week. This is a DVD, or it's an audio book. And this one features Teddy Fay. And Teddy was a CIA agent who I think has been killed off at least twice that I know of, but he keeps coming back and reinventing himself, so he's in this one.
Very interesting.
And this is a very creative, delightful, fascinating little DVD about a couple in Hollywood behind the scenes. And they work for Spielberg and Mel Brooks and all these. And they had a great love story. And everybody that says it's wonderful.
Yeah,
it's great.
A good one for the movie buffs out there.
A good one for the movie buffs out there, because
cool.
there's no violence in it.
Right, it's a nice sweet love story.
It's a nice sweet love
That's
story.
Good. And you just mentioned, I heard you mention that Fort Myers on Valentine's, it was a gift. And I was going to say, and speaking of Valentine's Day.
And speaking of Valentine's Day, one of our people, in fact, Mary Richard, who was one of our vice presidents, she suggested that we have maybe once a quarter an open house for new residents to come and tour the library. We'll give you a tour, and so we're going to do this on February 14th, Valentine's Day, from 10 to 11. So please come and visit the library, see your library. It's a wonderful little place. And the library this year is 47 years old.
47, that's amazing.
47, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
I think it may be one of the oldest volunteer groups.
Wow.
At Shell Point.
And how long have you been here at the library?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
So you've added to the 47 years of history.
See, I moved into a building before we could move into Eagles Preserve, and the former librarian lived in the building.
Okay.
And so somehow I came
Connected,
over,
yeah.
and here I am 10 years later still.
Well, we're happy to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. It's a great place.
And we hope that everyone stops by this month to check out these new reads, and also new residents come for an orientation.
Yes, please.
On Valentine's
please.
Day. Well, thank you, Brenda, and we'll see you all this month.
Okay.